Okay, if your device is locked with a Google account, like my Redmi 3C. In this video tutorial we'll explain all the steps to fix it and recover it. For those with a completely different model who want to solve this problem, leave us a comment and we'll give you the solution. The first thing we're going to do is walk through the steps. As we can see here, this device has a padlock icon and besides the padlock, it also has a screen lock and a Google account. If that's your case, in this video tutorial we'll be recovering your phone with just one click. With just one click, we'll fix and recover this device. We'll connect to our Wi-Fi network. In the video description and the first pinned comment, we'll also leave other methods without a PC, and this method uses a PC. Let's connect to our Wi-Fi network to begin this recovery process. Now, the first thing we're going to do is get to the point where that screen lock appears and the point where that Google account appears is where we'll be doing all these recoveries. As we can see here, we have this screen lock. Sometimes people don't go through the same steps we did. If you know this screen lock, you add it and it will give you access to recover it without needing to watch the entire video tutorial. But if you don't know this screen lock, here it says, use my Google account. If you know this Google account, all you have to do is add your phone's email address here. Next, add the password and it will give you the opportunity to recover your cell phone with your own data. There's also the alternative if you don't know the email address or you forgot the password. You can add the phone number that was in your email. We write the phone number, click Next, and a recovery code will be sent to our phone. We add it here. Click Next, and you'll see the option to skip ahead and go to the beginning without watching the whole video. If you don't know your screen lock, email, or phone number, then stay and we'll finish this quick and easy process. Let's go to our antivirus and the first thing we have to do is disable it. We go to this option where this shield appears. Then click here where it says Manage Settings. Here, in real time, we're going to disable it. It will ask for permission. We say yes. Now we go to our browser. We're going to our browser. And while we're here, in our browser, we're going to type our official website. It has to be on Google. Look carefully. Search on Google and type exactly as it appears here on the screen. Type everything that appears here. After you type, scroll down. Our website will appear here, and you're going to select it. Then, what you're going to do here is scroll down. You'll be able to find many methods here. You're going to scroll down to the last option and you'll find this entry with the padlock that says Apps or Applications. Select it. Then, in this section, scroll down and you'll find this tool. It's very comprehensive. This tool has a password, which you can find here, along with the drivers and everything else. But don't worry, I'll also explain how to install the drivers correctly and how to check if they're installed. Okay, we've done all this. So, what we're going to do is close our previous section, program, etc., and download it. We'll extract the tool, and your PC will look something like this. Right-click on it, select Run as Administrator, and say Yes. Then it will look something like this. Click Next, Next, and Next. The program will be installing. Wait for it to finish installing completely. Sometimes, the antivirus activates automatically. If that happens, you need to disable your antivirus temporarily. After you do that, you're going to click here. You're going to click on Finish, and if the tool shows that it's outdated, you also restart your PC and turn the antivirus on and off again, because sometimes that's the problem. It's always an antivirus problem. We click on Login, we log in. Now that we're logged in, we're going to go here. We select these processors, and we're going to select Xiaomi. We select our reference, and now we're going to select our model. Here we're going to select our model. Here we're going to scroll down. Here we're going to find all the models that we'll be using today in this video tutorial. We're going to use this model. This would be the model that I'll be using today. You'll be able to find it here. The drivers are going to install all the drivers. They install the drivers, so we're going to install the MediaTek drivers. They install this one too, and this last driver. Why this last driver? Because this last driver identifies us. It identifies if we have the driver installed. We click here where it says, Remove. As you can see here, you can see that it appears completely. If you see it here, the drivers appear. If it doesn't appear here, you're going to click here, go ahead. Click Next, and it should appear. You look for it here. If it appears, you select it and click Install. But if it doesn't appear, then what we're going to do is the following. We're going to locate our phone here. Now we're going to click here on Service. We're going to locate it here. Now what we're going to do is turn off our phone. We're going to turn it off completely. Now what we're going to do is click here where it says Reset. FRP. We'll leave it here. Here we'll have the drivers for those who haven't installed them. So pay attention here. Here what we're going to do is connect the phone while it's off. We're going to connect it while it's off without pressing any buttons. To see if it recognizes it. Here it tells us to connect the phone while it's off, without pressing any buttons. Let's connect it, wait for it to recognize it, let's wait here. You can see it's already charging. Here's the option that says, FRP successful. Which means the process was successful. Now we have to wait for our phone to restart. We wait for our phone to restart, and we can now turn it off and disconnect it. But when we do these recoveries, our devices always end up with some errors. We correct all these errors. Well, we're going to correct these errors right now. I'll be explaining why your screen might not work correctly. Why you can't bring up notifications. Why you might get a message saying, the operating system continues to fail. Or why you get some other error. If that's your case, don't worry. I'll be explaining the whole process. For those people who might not find our video tutorials working or who get some driver errors, comment below so we can help you. The idea is that you can also solve the problem and be able to recover your device. Click here, go back, and select Forget Wi-Fi network to speed up the process. If you have a SIM card inserted, I recommend removing it. Now, click here on Skip. Click, Skip, click, Skip, click. Skip, click, More, click, Accept. Wait a few seconds, click, More. Click, Next, click, Next, click. Next, click Next. We'll be fixing and recovering your device in the easiest and fastest way possible with just one click. We've fixed it and recovered it for those who want to know how we corrected those errors that were left on our device. If your phone keeps freezing, well, to fix those errors, we're going to do the following. Pay close attention to what we're going to do. First, let us know if our video tutorial worked for you, if it was successful, or if you encountered any errors so we can help you fix them. Click Continue. We can see that it has already taken us directly to the home screen. To remove all those errors, we're going to do the following. Go to Settings, About Phone or System, and select the Reset option. Once it's completely reset, we'll configure it normally again.